So right, so we're just reinstall the game, and put like the for the second time, to be honest, and we want to try and get rid of any NVIDIA previous NVIDIA option out of the config. That could be harming any performance. So we're reinstalled everything, deleted everything manually. Like nothing should like stay back. Yeah. Everything here should be fresh. Everything here should be fresh. Everything should be tight. Everything standard. All the keyboards, everything should be like all my keyboards should be also like standard. Like all my options are they feel like the fresh install instead of like benchmark. Let's see where it's at, and then we'll go from there. Quite fun. It'll be a run benchmark. Let's see where what's happening. We'll start changing up some settings. As I said, fresh install and we'll see what's up.
Target marked. Request fire. On your six.
We bought these numbers up. Center, but I'm not playing for next, I don't know, couple hours, I think. The hour. Alright, I guess the first thing we're going to do is the graphics out. may have to restart the game, restart my shaders. For that change. Okay. Gotta restart my shaders for that. What's the let me see if that's actually a real person. Oh, I also want to look into folder. Wait, what was it? How was it? Oh, that's my work on 16. That's crazy. Oh, yeah.
Target marked. Request fire.
Yo, what's up, Hayes Daddy?
What's up, man?
What are we doing? Not shit right now.
I just like completely deleted the game off my computer. I just reinstalled it.
What, Warzone?
Yeah, running benchmarks again. How's it going?
Oh, it's going. I'm uploading a video to YouTube right now.
Okay. What's that about?
It's for another channel that I started. It's just it's a faceless channel. It's basically it's just a channel that like basically I'm just doing like a side hustle business model kind of.
I like it.
And yeah, I'm basically just like posting up videos on this channel to with copyright free music.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like I'm just basically making so far I have like 4 videos up on there. Like all of them are about an hour long of copyright free music.
Right.
And it's just a matter of time, like, you know, people will see it, like, and click on it and
I
stuff.
agree.
Like I've already had plays, but like it's I need to get like I need to put up my goal is to do 100 videos. I have 4 up right now. My goal is to get 100 videos up there and then just kind of see what happens, but I'm going to do it till I get 100 videos.
I was supposed to do something like the same, like record like an hour of like just fish just swimming around the reef on a particular spot, just doing your own thing. I'm supposed to upload it, but I've never got to it. You know, like a video
Yeah.
of a camera just there over like this piece of reef with fish just doing its own little thing with all the
Oh,
audio
yeah,
with
just
it.
set,
Yeah,
just
yeah,
set- just like go down and set up a GoPro
yeah,
underwater.
yeah.
Oh, that'd be super fucking cool.
Yeah, people are like, oh yeah, that people love to watch that stuff, and
Yeah,
I,
dude. Like you'd actually like it's crazy. Like some weird
yeah,
ass fucking
yeah,
niches, man.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
dude, the other day, like for example, I pulled up a video for like I was leaving my house and I literally went to YouTube and I pulled up entertainment videos and it was like 6 hours long of like, you know, 2 hours long, 4 hours long, 10 hours long of um just like videos to keep your dog entertained or
yeah. Same thing for
company, like
cats,
so that
then.
they don't feel alone. Yeah, so they don't
Yeah,
feel alone, kind of thing. And I'm like, geez, dude, this video has fucking 100 million plays.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like it has like fucking stupid amount of plays, and it's like this person literally like is doing nothing and just collecting these clicks and plays and ads and shit. So I was like, I'm fucking gonna find something to do. So this is one channel I'm doing. My other channel I'm gonna do is gonna be I'm gonna focus on shorts. Like it's gonna be nothing but shorts channel basically. That way it'll be like easier content, and I'm gonna do news. I'm
yeah,
gonna do news clippings, you know, because it's public. It's public and free access. Like I just fucking be like, put up a news clip, blah blah blah. Be like, can you believe this person said this? And then let the comments fucking go off because everyone knows controversy drives clicks.
oh for sure.
You know, if there's a controversy like happening, like people are clicking on it to be like, what's going on here? What's going on here? And then they're gonna comment because they're angry about it. You know what I mean? And then that just drives the shit more.
Yeah, I agree.
So
We have put up one on TV on the big screen TV for the cats with bugs and stuff crawling across the screen, and the cats were just
Yeah,
going
only one
crazy, crazy,
Said,
crazy for it. What's up, baby? What's up, Walker? What's up, dude? How's that going? Walker, I actually went on your Instagram. I actually went on your Instagram like a couple days ago. Saw you and your daughter and all that stuff. I thought it was fucking beautiful.
only one Walker. Said, happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday, dude. Happy Sunday. Oh,
here, I'm gonna
oh.
send you. I'm
Yeah,
gonna send
please
you
do.
the channel that I'm doing, because like literally I did all this with AI.
Only one Walker. Said, thanks man, appreciate it.
Yeah, that was only yesterday. That was only I think last night. It was last night. Mm-mm.
There, I sent you the YouTube. Dude, I like literally I'm doing nothing but like AI art like graphics and fucking like copyright free like EDM playlist music. Go look at it real quick and just see. I'm uploading a new video right now, but
Send on Discord.
I'm working. Yeah, I just sent it to you on Discord. But like that's the game or the name I went with. I thought about changing it to the Player Sphere project, but Player Sphere kind of.
Bring it up on my streaming PC.
Are you live? Oh, you are live. Hell yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing really on it, like a whole lot, but the just like I said, I'm making it like it's gonna be a faceless.
Only one walker
so like
said, "What's the objective in this mode?"
Oh, I just reinstalled the game. I just completely wiped the game off the computer, so I'm just resetting it back up. Just checking frames and everything. Just checking everything. But I just wiped the whole thing. I gotta set my keybinds up. Just checking the frames. And then just setting it back up to how the game used to feel before.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have my keybinds. So yeah, that's what I'm doing, Walker. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Just making sure the game feels smooth and all that. And play. Feel some it feels some blur. You know what? You should upload some 8D audio as well. And
Ruby Dubby said, "Hi."
Hi Ruby. How's it going? Ruby Debbie.
Would you say some AV audio? What's
No,
that?
eight-dimensional audio. I go crazy for the audio. If you can convert this audio that you have here into 8D audio, I think you'll get more hits.
I have to look into doing that.
Yeah, search 8D audio on YouTube. Okay.
I just wonder if I can find some that's copyright free.
Well, you should be able to convert this audio into 8D, which means like the person will be in the middle, and then like the audio will be coming from like 8 different places around your head. There should be a program to do it. Like, so I'm averaging like what, 240 frames. I'm gonna have to go into my settings. So I just reinstalled the game. I think all my graphic outputs are all like what it's supposed to be. I'm getting like 50 less frames. maybe like I'm missing like 70 frames than I had before. I probably have to go into the settings and take out all the blood and all that shit. I should have saved it somewhere. But before I do, okay, I should have that video saved somewhere.
So yeah, not a whole lot on it, but like the graphics and everything, like
I think it looks
AI
good.
generated.
Yeah, I don't know how to use chat GP whatever. I don't know how to use AI. Is this something you got paid for?
It's so simple. It's free. Just go to Chat GPT.
I tried getting it and I couldn't get it.
It's free. You just log in with Google.
I think it was like
from when your system is
Yeah, no, Chat GPT is free. You can. There is a paid premium, but you don't need ChatGPT Premium. It doesn't fucking really do anything different.
Okay. I'm going to be changing up some settings here now. Oh. Definition. Quality. 440p.
Back on. Gonna increase it a little bit, but it's huge when it comes to making sure it's a fresh start of your. Warzone 3 just launched, and with that comes another settings and watch my videos or actually subscribe to the channel. So please consider subscribing so you don't miss out on any of my future videos. With all that out of the way, let's get right into it. First thing we're going to take a look at is making sure you have your FPS counter, your GPU time, and your CPU time enabled. That way you can actually tell what these changes are doing and how it's improving, and telling between if you're GPU limited or if you're CPU limited or bottleneck. So the way to do that is to click on the settings cogwheel up here. You're going to go ahead and click on interface. Once you're at the interface tab, you're going to go ahead and scroll down until you see telemetry. In here, you're going to open up this show more option. From here, you're going to want to make sure FPS is checked on, graphics card time is checked on, and processor time is checked on. I usually recommend actually having all of these on, except, you know, whatever ones you don't necessarily want, but they give a lot of good information to make sure your system's running properly. But by the bare minimum, I'd highly recommend having the FPS, the GPU time, and the CPU time set. And the way to tell if you're limited is if your GPU time is greater than your CPU time. So for example, if my GPU time was 10 milliseconds and my CPU time was 5 milliseconds, I would be GPU limited by 2 times, 2x. Vice versa, like in this situation when I'm in the main menu, which this obviously is not a good example of in-game performance, but in-game, if my CPU time was 5 or 6 like it is here, my GPU time was 3, then I'd be CPU limited. So that just gives you information on what you need to optimize, what you need to fix, what you need to adjust, and what you might need to actually replace in your system if you want to replace and upgrade your hardware. So just some things to keep in mind there. What we're going to go ahead and do is click on the settings cogwheel up here, scroll down to the graphics settings, and from here we're going to see the display tab's going to be the first one we're going to look at. For display mode, I personally run full screen borderless because I stream on Twitch and I'm tabbing out of my game all the time. This helps it to make sure that you don't have any issues when it comes to the highest options that you have. Onto the quality tab. From the quality tab, mine by default sets to extreme, so we're going to want to change this for sure. So hit that drop down and change it to minimum is going to be the easiest way to make sure most of the settings are already preset for you. When you do that, your render resolution may change. You want to make sure this is set to 100. If for whatever reason this is locked, more than likely it's because you have an upscale or sharpening enabled that isn't Fidelity FX CAD. So what you're going to want to go ahead and do is scroll down to this little menu here and either choose off or Fidelity FX CAS. I highly recommend Fidelity FX CAS if you have enough FPS to spare, because it makes the game look incredibly sharp and just makes overall visibility way better. So yeah, I'd recommend Fidelity FX CAS for most people. If you're really struggling to FPS and your GPU time when you're in game is really high, I'm saying like double or triple whatever your CPU time is, then you may want to consider, if you have a NVIDIA GPU card, consider DLSS, or NVIDIA image scaling. If you have an AMD card, AMD FSR 1.0 or 2.0 works well. Intel XeSS, you can give those all a try. But again, for the most clarity and sharpness, I'd highly recommend running Fidelity FX CAS. That should unlock this for you, so just make sure that's set to 100. For the upscale sharpening, I make sure this is set to 100. This is personal preference, but I prefer my game to be nice and sharp, so I set that to 100. Dynamic resolution should be set off. This is only for people that are really struggling to get FPS, and again, I'd probably recommend running DLSS or any of the other upscaling options over dynamic resolution, because it's going to make your game look pretty bad with dynamic resolution. For path tracing and array reconstruction, I highly recommend turning this off if you're looking for performance. If we were talking a campaign or anything like that, then I would probably maybe look into this. But even then, it is such a performance penalty that unless you have like a 4090, it's not really worth it. So just make sure these are all set to off there. VRAM scale, by default, mine was set to 90 for whatever reason. With these settings that I'm going to have, because I have 12 GB RAM, I could probably get away with running probably 60 or 70. I've been running 80 on mine and a bunch of other people's builds, and that seems to work for the most part. But if you are seeming to struggle with your VRAM allocation, you can raise this up a little bit, but I'd recommend 80 for most people. Variable rate shading, I'm going to recommend turning this on. Now what this does essentially is it lowers the quality of textures on the outside of your screen a little bit, so that when you're running and you're looking down the center of your screen like most people do, you're not really focusing on the edge of very, very edge of your monitor. So it changes the shaders and stuff that are on the edge there, and it's very, very minor and not really noticeable as far as visual quality. But when it comes to FPS, this is a huge, huge bump. So I highly recommend running variable rate shading. Scrolling down from there, texture resolution. This is going to be, it's not really an FPS hog unless you run out of VRAM. So you can see how much it jumps up every single time I move to another option. These are going to really limit you if you have not a lot of VRAM here. So for very low, I'd recommend this for graphics cards that have less, either 6 gigabytes or less. Low, I'd recommend for cards that have 8 gigabytes or less. Normal, I'd say for 12 gigabytes or less. And high, unless you have something like 16 to 24 gigabytes. Again, the difference between very low and high, if you have enough VRAM, is only about 5 FPS. But if you don't have enough VRAM and you run normal or high, you're going to significantly cut your FPS. So just, again, very low, low, normal, and high, just depending on what your VRAM application is. Texture, filter, anisotropic. This is actually going to change in the config file, so just leave this on low. Depth of field should definitely be off. Detail quality level should be set to low. Particle resolution should be set to very low. Bullet impact should be turned off. Persistent effects should be turned off. Scrolling down, shader quality should be set to low. On-demand texture streaming should definitely be turned off. Local texture streaming quality should be set to low. Scrolling down, shadow quality should be set to very low. Screen space shadow should be set to off. Ambient occlusion to off. Screen space reflections off. Static reflection quality should be set to low. Tessellation should be set to off. Volumetric quality should be set to low. Deferred physics quality should be off. Weather grid volumes, change this to off. And water quality, we're going to turn that off. And go ahead and hit that apply settings button and confirm. From there, we're going to go to the View tab. Field of view, a lot of this is just personal preference. Because I'm on a 1440p monitor and a 27-inch monitor, like to run 120 FOV. But most people run this between 95 to about 110, depending on your screen size, your resolution, all that kind of stuff. If you do up your field of view, which I highly recommend, you're going to want to change your ADS field of view to affected. Weapon field of view and vehicle field of view should both be set to wide. Third person field of view, I recommend setting this to 70 when you're playing Warzone. That way, when you're gliding in the air on your parachute, you can actually use a third person view and see down to the ground and see where enemies are a lot easier than if this was higher up. So I'd recommend that at 70. World motion blur should definitely be turned off. Same with weapon motion blur should be off. Film grain should be maxed out to 0. First person camera movement and third person camera movement, these are huge to lower the screen shake, so make sure these are set to at least 50%. Third person ADS transition, really either one you want. Spectator game camera should be game perspective. And inverted flashbang, this is personal preference. I'd rather not be blinded, so I have mine inverted set to on. And that'll be everything for the in-game graphic settings. We'll go ahead and move on to the config file. I will go ahead and make some changes to the config file now. Before we do that, you're going to want to make sure your Call of Duty game is completely closed, because if it's still running in the background, it will not, the config file changes which just won't take. So make sure your game is closed, and then from there, once you're at the desktop menu, go to your taskbar down here and click on File Explorer. From here, go on the left-hand side and click this PC, click Documents. You'll see a bunch here. We're looking for Call of Duty, so double-click Call of Duty, double-click Players, and then the file we're looking for is the options.4.cod23. So make sure this is the exact file that you click on. The other way to find
Only one walker
search bar down here.
said,
type in options.
looks cleaner.
If I can spell it properly, options.4.cod23, and it actually should pull up for you here. For whatever reason, you can't find it in your file folder, but I recommend going this route. That way you can actually make a copy of it before you make any changes. So we're going to go ahead and copy that file, go back to your documents, and paste it in here. That way you have, if you make a typo, settings just don't work, or you have some weird issues or anything like that, and you just want to go back to your original settings, you have a copy of it here. So we'll go back into Call of Duty, back into Players, and then we're going to right click on this file and click Open With. And then go ahead and hit More Apps if you need to, but we're looking for Notepad, and hit Always Use this app to open up CST
I'm
files.
going to disable a lot of stuff now
From here,
just to
we're
give
gonna
me
have the
some
config file
performance
open and ready to change, so we'll
gains.
go ahead and start making those changes. The first setting that we're actually going to skip over for now is the render worker count. We'll talk about this at the end of this portion. We're just going to go ahead and go to the straightforward settings. That way it goes by quicker if people don't want to deal with the render worker count. So the first thing we're going to look for is the corpse.
Okay, I can actually run shooters faster than watch this video. He has everything there. Okay, so corpse. Corpse limit 0. Zero zero. Corpse limit 0 0. He has it set to 0. The next one. Show blood.
Ruby Dubby
Show.
said, "Hi, I sent you a friend request. I am Ruben from yesterday. Krista's son I'm on right now, but I don't have MW3, only Warzone."
0 0. True. This is set to false. True blood false. Blood limit. Blood limit. True. What's the next one? Blood limit interval.
Only one Walker said, "You streaming on something else?"
I'm streaming on all platforms. That's 2000. I am on all platforms. Blood, so show brass. Show brass.
False.
Oh. How you remember that?
No, I have a really good memory.
That's so sexy.
Like a
Texture film.
yeah, I remember a lot of things. A lot of fucking stupid stuff.
Texture filter. We're gonna go with texture filter linear.
So I've done testing with it with mine. I don't know if you've tested it with yours,
What's that?
but I see zero difference between running like the NVIDIA filters and not running them. I see zero difference.
Oh, there's a big difference.
Zero. I've literally tested it on stream. I've turned it off on stream and it's got zero difference in frames. Zero.
Yeah, I see the difference on mine. The LSS,
No.
right? Yeah. With the LSS.
No, not DLSS.
What?
The NVIDIA filters to make your game look cleaner and crisper.
Yeah. I was losing like what, like that's Warzone 1. I was losing something like 30 frames.
I don't lose any frames. I've tested it. I almost thought about putting a video out about it because I literally like have turned it on and
But
turned
you
it
run
off,
you
like,
run the LSS anyways on top of that, don't you?
DLSS high performance, yeah.
Yeah, you use that.
But also I've done testing with that too. Like everyone says, "Oh, fidelity FX." Nah, fam. I get 30 FPS more without it. I get 30 FPS without fidelity.
Yeah, that's like for like really high end PCs can really run fidelity. Yes, but DLSS is good. I mean, it
I have
works.
a high-end PC.
Well, do you have a 90 series card?
I have a 30 series card.
Yeah, but is it like does it end with a 90 or 80?
It's a 3070, but it's
Right.
perfectly fine. It's high end still.
Okay.
It's not a fucking 1650.
But that's very low end. So a 30
Not at one point.
At
one point, the 1650 was the highest you could fucking get.
well, a 3070 is considered like mid rather than high.
No, it's not. It's a fucking $600 graphics card.
Yeah, but high end PC is like a 2500 US graphic card.
Ruby Dubby
anything
said,
that has a fucking graphic.
Hi, I am
that's
Ruben
very
from
serious
yesterday.
above
My
60
mum
right now.
is Krista. I don't have MW3. I'm on
If your
Warzone.
PC has a 30 series.
Hello,
or above,
Ruben.
You're in
How,
a,
Ruby?
You're in a high-end PC.
How are you doing? How are you doing, Ruby? We're
I
just
would consider it a 2000 series like to be mid-spec right now.
okay. How is your mom, Ruby? How is it? How's your mom? And did you arrive home safe and sound? Corpse calling.
How many bodies? Corpse calling. You want it low?
Corpse.
So I think it's like fucking 20 or some shit.
LLIN.
Let's do corpse.
R.
Yeah, just search corpse.
Oh, so what's the number? 0.5. Let's say copy and paste it so you don't. Oh, it's the lowest number. All right.
Yeah, you want the 0.5.
Did you see like a huge improvement from this? Because I
did see a big
Yeah.
improvement from this, but whenever I did the whole thing, and everyone was like, "Oh, run Fidelity FX, you're gonna get way more frames." Nah, NVIDIA DLSS gave me 30
Fidelity
more
will
frames.
kill your frames. It will kill frames. It will kill your
No,
frames.
it really doesn't. It really doesn't do like
Subdivision.
anything. It's just I get way better like I get more consistent performance out of NVIDIA DLSS.
Oh, for sure, because your CPU and GPU are holding hands and working together, whereas a Fidelity Cast is just use your GPU alone.
I still get like 20 frames different from you on one PC setup. Just so
Yeah,
you
that's
know
normal.
that.
That's
Like,
that's normal, depending on your
20
setup.
20, yeah, that's a high-end fucking PC, and I'm streaming from one PC. I'm streaming Discord, watching
How much
videos,
frames you get?
and gaming. I'm getting like 140 to 160.
Right, that's considered mid-range. Over 200 is considered high-end.
That's high end, bro. Like
Okay.
any 2000 series PC, like anything over like 90 frames. You gotta consider our competition, console, which is getting like fucking 30 to 60 frames. 90,
PS5 is
60
getting
if you're
120.
If you're getting 90 to 120 frames, you're like more on a mid-end PC. If you're getting 140 to 180 frames, you're like more on a higher end. If you're getting fucking 200 frames, you're just on a fucking one PC setup streaming.
Ruby
and have
Dubby
it min-maxed for
said,
gaming on the.
Good, I have been watching you all day and my mum is at the shop. It was a lovely flight. Thank you. I'm on Warzone. I sent you a friend request, by the way. Also, how are you, Grin?
So whenever I'm not streaming on my
Streamlabs
PC, add another 40 frames.
said,
getting 100.
Ruby Dubby to please refrain sending long messages.
Oh my god. Sorry. Have you ever
That's what I'm saying. Like if you were to stream on
Ruby
PC,
Dubby
like you wouldn't get
said,
nearly those frames that I.
Okay.
Yeah, have you ever seen my frames, Major?
Yeah, I've seen your frames. I've looked at your frames times.
Have you seen it recently?
Yeah, I just watched you the other day, just yesterday.
How much
Or
frames
2
was I
days ago,
getting?
too. Like 180.
180. You sure with that?
Positive.
Okay.
100% positive, because I
Okay.
was literally sitting here looking at it. You were getting like, but when you were actually in game, like not flying in, not doing anything, because like when I'm flying in, I'm getting 230 frames. But when you're actually on the ground, you're getting like 140 to 180 frames.
Which day that was? Because I have a new GPU.
It was just like a couple days ago. I was sitting here with Kay watching it. And I
No,
was, like,
couple
sitting
days
there-
ago, I was setting up my GPU for the first time.
I was literally just watching it because Kay was sitting here, and I was like, he doesn't get much. I was like, he's not getting many more frames than me. I was like, he's just on a one PC setup.
No, I'm literally getting between 200 to almost like 350
prove it.
frames. I mean, I
In
can.
game.
I can.
No. Not flying in, on the ground.
I mean,
Go to the
I
ground.
can.
Go to the ground.
I can, but
you're
no,
not.
wait.
Bro, I promise. I'll clip it for you.
Yeah, but
Go
let
watch
me
the
I
videos and you'll see.
just restarted my I just reinstalled my
prove it.
game. I just
Alright,
reinstalled my
let's-
game. So let me just
I mean,
set my shit up.
reinstall doesn't change the PC. You're
I
only
gotta-
reinstalling because you said the game
What
like,
I- what
was
I sa-
feeling buggy.
No, it wouldn't save my settings. Every time I save my settings, it wouldn't save.
Yeah, what the fuck did you do?
I don't know. But let me just
Yeah, 'cause
let me
whenever-
let me just set
like,
this
right
up.
now-
Let me just set this
Like,
up
right
and then
now, right now I'm playing. Like right now playing, I can get 180 to 210 frames depending on where I'm at. Like, but not.
subdivision
I'm
level.
not streaming.
Subdivision
The second
level.
I start streaming, I drop like 30 frames.
Subdivision level 0. Sun shadow. Sun shadow. Sun shadow. Sun shadow. Yes, it's set to low. Cascade. What else? Reflection. Reflection what?
This guy, like,
Pro.
did I literally just log on and this guy invited me to a party? I'm about to remove him off my friends list. Relighten one. The relighten one. Save this. Relighten. And then GPU upload.
Ruby Dubby said, "Can you read my text, please? Folded hands."
Hold on, Ruby. I am doing something very tedious. If I make a mistake, my whole game is gonna like crash. So I can only look at 2 screens right now. I'm putting in some settings.
Ruby Dubby
I literally I
said,
have to come off stream.
"Sorry, didn't mean to send that."
Okay, I literally gotta come off stream.
No,
I'm